Wrestling has a way of making it feel like it's your entire life.
It's a lifestyle, right? It goes home with you every night, and there's seldom that release. The grind, as we call it, is a real thing. Devin, coming out of high school, highly recruited, 3-time state champ.
I really wasn't getting recruited too hard by many other Big Ten schools. I may have not told Tony that at the time, but it turned out pretty well.
Devin Schroeder's trying to end this one early.
NFL draft or NBA draft, like, oh yeah, like this many people draft before me. I guess it's something similar.
Devin and I have been roommates since 2018. Mid-year last year, he went through a stretch of matches that were pretty tough.
That is a tremendous comeback there from McKee.
I had like 6-7 weeks in quarantine leading up to the Big Ten season finally starting. And so I probably wasn't my best self.
When we figured out that we were getting our additional year of eligibility, it was pretty quick for him to just say, like, even if we do have that extra year, I'm probably not going to take it. In his eyes, he thought there was nothing left to prove. He didn't feel he needed that kind of All-American label to really define his legacy.
Think about when I was like a little kid, you know, you wrestle because you want to wrestle, and then you just keep on doing it. At some point, you got to think like, I don't have to wrestle if I don't want to.
I was in my office and Devin said, "Hey coach, you know, I'd love to catch up and talk to you today." And you could tell he had a lot on his mind. But I just saw a man who was really, you know, kind of in turmoil. He hit a point where it wasn't as much fun as he thought, right? In the middle of that grind, he thought, geez, do I really want to do this for another year?
I was emotional, you know. It's probably one of the first times I said, like, I'm going to be done wrestling. To come out and just, like, say it out loud, it was like, holy crap.
You're on your heels a little bit. He's right there with Spencer Lee, you know, giving him a run for his money at times and doing well with everybody else in the Big Ten. You know, you think those guys want that opportunity again.
I went back home for Easter. Being able to go home and spend time with family and friends, it's like a refresh. And then after that, you get to, it's like, okay, like, you know, like, what do I want to do?
I never had it as a hard no. I certainly knew it was 50-50. So it's hard for me to say he wasn't coming back. I would just say I had no idea.
My dad, he's a wrestling coach. At the state tournament, they had one kid, and I helped. I was in the corner a little bit. And just like being involved in the sport, but not competing, is a different perspective. And I was like, man, I really do love this sport.
He sent me a text. It was, hey, coach, I'm in, you know, one last ride. It wasn't just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to really attack this.
I think he just kind of fell back in love with his sport and remembered why he laced up the shoes the first time. We actually joke around because he's been here for so long now. It's almost like he's just a coach that's also a wrestler on the team. This year's NCAA championships will be held in Detroit, Michigan. Devin's a diehard Detroit fan. Don't know how. They struggle with the sports up there. But being able to finish out in Michigan, I think, is going to be huge for him.
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't part of a little part of the reason why I'm excited to come back.
He feels strongly like, hey, this is a chance to really go out in positive terms for myself in front of, you know, fans who have supported me my whole life. Who gets to start and end their career in the same place?